Welcome back, everybody, to Star Wars After Hours. This is episode 42. We've been putting off talking about it for a long time, and today we are finally going to talk about Rey's new outfit. Josh, is there a picture of this?
No.
Oh, just a description.
No.
A rumor.
Yes.
Okay. Explain, because I have not heard about this.
I shall explain away. There is an article here. Yeah, wow. That's perfect. Okay, let's start out with that.
It's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in a in Boba Fett's suit. And that was posted by MovieWeb on Instagram. Wow. That is something. No, just no. No jokes. The Rock can play Boba Fett. Yep, I'd agree. There's a lot of people saying no. God, I hope not.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird, I would think. I don't know.
Not quite the right size.
No. The Rock is a little too bulky.
Yeah, Boba Fett was just an average, great shape, obviously. He's Boba Fett, but he was just kind of like a normal sized dude.
True.
5'11", 6 foot, not a complete monster.
No.
I'm sure he did some resistance training. However, he was not a rock-sized human.
Yeah, and really, with the movements that he does, he has to be tactical. And
more like a cat than a bull.
Exactly. There you go. That's perfect. I like that.
So let's talk about Rey's new outfit.
Okay, so right here, this is a movieweb.com article.
Okay.
This is about multiple rumors from Star Wars 9. So it has already been widely reported that Star Wars 9 will begin with a huge time jump from The Last Jedi.
Good.
This is in place mostly to rework the General Leia scenes that had already been planned out. Now, Finn will have a whole new outfit and his hair will be substantially longer. We've heard that before.
We've actually seen that too. So far, so good.
Yeah. Poe will be getting a new flight suit.
Great.
Yeah, cool. Like, that's not that crazy. But the real news here is that Rey is getting a completely
slutty
new look. Yes.
Just kidding.
That is unlike anything seen in Star Wars before. The look has yet to be described, but it should surprise fans of the series. As explained, Luke has a different look in all three original trilogy movies. Though this is different, Rey is getting a Maxim makeover. Maximum makeover?
I guess.
Maxim makeover? Maybe like TJ Maxx. Like she's going to go shopping at TJ Maxx. She's just going to be like wearing regular Earth clothes. Never before seen in Star Wars. She's like, what's up? Just like in sweats.
She just comes out in like Gucci gear. It's all, fuck, what's up?
It's like old Gucci gear because it comes from TJ Maxx.
Yes. Or what's that one that's at TJ Maxx? Stussy? Stussy?
Yeah, I guess there are some Stussy stuff. Sean Stussy, he's a surfboarder. Actually, Carly's aunt knows him, and she used to surf with him.
Ah.
And he's really big in the streetwear world.
The more you know.
Bring.
The more you know, better you are.
Yeah. So, and we can't wait to see it. Oh, yeah, that's the end of the line there. So, let's speculate. So, first is at some point here. It says where this came from.
Mike Zero.
Mike Zero has been collecting info on the movie since it began production and says this about a big chase scene that you could see on the base of Yavin destroyed for good. So yeah, he's giving these different rumors. But I think that we'll get into Mike Zero in a second after we speculate what this possibility could be if it's true.
Okay.
She could possibly be wearing the exact same thing that she wore throughout episode 8.
Or, since there's a time skip, she could have gone to college, dyed her hair purple, gotten many more piercings, and she could just constantly be berating people about the liberation of the Rhodians.
Oh, I like that. She's going to be like a social justice Jedi?
SJJ.
I like that. She's going to be, have a
maxi makeover, like.
Have a vagina hat.
Yeah, she wears a pink little. God, I can't.
The anti-Trump shirt. That's gonna be never before seen in Star Wars. It's gonna be so overtly political.
Yes, real world politics, just what we need.
So yeah, this is according to Mike Zero, pretty much. Which we don't know what his sources are. But
honestly, I can't remember if he got. I mean, I'm sure there were a couple of things, but I don't remember how much of The Last Jedi he got right.
Yeah, me neither. I don't remember. I don't think he got much correct. I don't think that he did a lot for us with that, because he also said that there's going to be a big battle on the island with the Knights of Ren, and that was like, he said it was like confirmed and that they're shooting it and stuff.
That never happened.
That never happened. And that wasn't even something cut out of the movie, because that's not part of the plot at all.
Yeah. I think he was talking about the Knights of Ren being there too, which
yeah,
clearly was not the plan.
Yeah, Knights of Ren weren't in anything. I mean, I'm sure that they'll come back, possibly. I guess I'm not sure, but J.J. Abrams, I would hope that he brings them back just informationally, you know, knowing what that means. Why would it be introduced in 7 if it wasn't meant to be expanded upon? So, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's get back to what we think that this outfit's going to be. Because let's think, in Star Wars, we've had armor that's based on like medieval armor. We've had armor that's based on samurai. We've had, you know, bounty hunters and smugglers that are based off of Western, you know, Old West clothing. Had some people that have more like futuristic looking clothing that are kind of more even mixed a little bit with like traditional like Chinese. But what else? Like, what could it be? Well, think about it. And then the Gungans are kind of like Native American, I guess.
Oh my god.
Like by what they wear and
yeah,
like
I don't know.
long hair or something. I don't know.
Because
they're like the native species of Naboo. So I think that's like it's supposed to be a correlation between Native Americans and Gungans.
Yeah, maybe she, honestly, man, I don't know. I mean, unless she's like, something never before seen in Star Wars.
All of her body gets exploded except for her head.
And
so her body is just going to be on top of a droid, like an astromech. In like it's like in a little like space globe or something.
like a bubble.
Just like a bubble head in an astromech with lightsabers.
That
just
would
like
be
stationary lightsabers. It's like R2-D2's little hands that come out, you know, like the little thing.
That would be horrifying.
Just have like miniature lightsabers. Be able to use the force through. Oh my god.
I think her force powers would be not great, man. Without hands and like a body. If she was just a head.
I don't know.
Not great at all.
Probably not. But you never know, because I don't think you have to have all of your limbs to be strong in the force.
Well, you definitely don't, but you weren't as powerful as you were going to be.
True. Physically. But in the force, I don't know if it matters.
No, it does.
Do you think it does?
Yeah, canonically it does.
Really?
Yeah.
Like if you lose a limb, it makes you less powerful in the force?
Yeah, well, they always talk about Anakin because of all the damage he sustained, like never reached his real potential.
Hmm.
And remember all that stuff about how Palpatine, after all that happened, he was kind of like secretly looking for side hoes.
Yeah. No, I just thought that was because he was so injured and he wasn't like fast enough. He wasn't able to jump around like a little ninja boy.
Nah, it affects you because if I remember it right, it's like there's less of you for the force to like flow through or some shit. I don't remember the exact verbiage of it, but
You have a smaller vessel.
yeah, something like that. It's like,
You have a smaller force vessel.
yeah, pretty much, dude. It's pretty much.
What if Rey is just like her eyes and brain? Like that's it?
Just two eyes in the brain just floating in the fish bubble attached to an astromech droid. And she has like a megaphone speaker for a voice box.
No, she's like on a platter, and C-3PO has to walk around with her at all times, carrying her on a platter, her head just in a bubble on like a little platter.
Oh my god. Well, I think that'd be pretty unprecedented for Star Wars, so
Never before seen.
You heard it here first, dude. Unprecedented.
Or animal hide. She actually kills Chewbacca and is wearing its hide.
Oh god.
Yeah. No, I hope that Chewbacca never dies.
Same.
Yeah.
That'd be a mistake.
Yeah, it's like killing the dog in the movie, you know?
You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to do that. It kind of ruins it.
I have a feeling the dog in the commercial for the Meg, the Megalodon movie. I have a feeling that dog dies.
Oh, I have not seen that trailer.
Oh my god,
or anything.
dude!
And I didn't know it was Megalodon. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, the Meg.
I was in when I was in Universal. I was on City Walk, and there's like a big, like fiberglass shark or Megalodon, and it says the Meg next to it. I was like, "What is that?" Carly was like, "Oh, that's the new shark movie with Rainn Wilson or whatever."
And Jason Statham.
Yeah. Yeah,
and oh my god, it's a Megalodon.
No, I've not seen the trailer. I'll have to watch it after we talk about Star Wars.
It looks rough.
Yeah.
Looks like something that I won't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like a mixture between Sharknado and Jaws? Jaws-nado?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Meg is like Jaws-nado.
Jaws-nado. It's like it wants to be Jaws, but it's more like Jaws Sharknado.
Yeah.
But it's a Megalodon. But anyways, Yeah, I think we cracked the code on that one. So speaking of Mike Zero, does he suck or is he awesome? And theory crafting versus clickbait. Is clickbait the worst thing to happen to Star Wars fandom and media in general?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something I was thinking about, because you go through all of these articles that have sources that come from different sources that come from different sources, and it's just like a rabbit hole of sources, and then you get down to the bottom,
and surprise, there's not really a bottom.
That bottom usually,
it's someone just making something up.
Yeah, and it's someone saying, this is like a rumor, or a source, unnamed source that I have at Lucasfilm or whatever,
My dad, the owner of Nintendo.
My uncle owns Toshiba. So.
My dad is the owner of Nintendo. And he told me. I don't know what he told me. I'm not finishing that thought.
I really wanted that thought to be finished. That would be so good, but it's okay. I'll just let that one drop.
He told me Mickey Mouse was going to be in the new Smash Bros.
What would his power be?
I don't know.
Like, what would his best weapon? I mean, they're all the same weapons. They all get the same weapons, but still.
I don't know what his powers would be. I don't really know what he does except for walk his dog. He's sentient dog.
And gets shitty jobs.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Bad. Yeah. Yeah.
And he just saves Minnie all the time from Pete. This giant ass cat that's trying to rape his wife
so
or girlfriend
weird,
or whatever she is. His longtime girlfriend.
Pete. I'm racing in the rally. Gotta go, 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 go. Did Maddie watch that on Netflix?
Yes, all the time. Still. Yeah, and Cash watches it because now I have the next one.
That's funny, dude.
Well, I think he's 8 months now.
That's wild.
7 months, 8 months. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, now he's on to that.
So theory crafting is great. It gets us through. It's gonna get us through times like this, in between Solo and Episode 9. It gets us through the down period. People have fun doing it, and it gets a lot of views to watch it. There's nothing wrong with theory crafting. I think the problem is unnamed sources, like you said.
Yeah.
It's when you turn your theory crafting into something that you want to go viral with a clickbaity title, and it's to purposely mislead people because in your head that it's fake and there was no source. I think that's bad, and I think that sometimes there's cool ideas that happen from that, like the Knights of Ren coming to the island and there being a giant battle and Rey getting her arm chopped off, and all kinds of shit like that the sources are telling you.
Cool ideas.
And then if you have a big enough audience, a lot of people see those cool ideas and they start to maybe believe them, and then they get really pissed off when none of it happens.
Yeah.
They're like, wait a minute, I thought we were going to see the Knights of Ren. Mike Zero told me that. I thought Rey was getting her arm chopped off. Mike Zero told me she was filming with a green bandage around her arm. This movie sucks. Because none of that happened. And that was cool.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And so is it him doing this purposely? Because some of his videos are I'm talking Mike Zero specifically, because there are others, but Mike Zero is the number one source that it comes down to who has no listed source. So many articles come down to Mike Zero, and it'll be on like, I don't know, some ridiculous like HuffPost or something.
Yeah,
like
people
that.
keep picking him up, which is.
And it's like, dude, and then that comes from like comicbook.com, and then that comes from like MovieWeb, and then it's like, oh, it came from, this like forum.
Yeah, once one
like a
person
Reddit
that's like
about Mike Zero,
semi-credible picks it up and says, hey, this guy's saying this. Then an even more credible site says, hey, this credible site is saying this.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just go down in the beginning of the trail, it's like, oh, it's Mike Zero.
Yeah. And so he does multiple videos per day. I don't have anything against him personally. I used to watch his videos all the time.
I don't. I don't have anything against him. And same, I used to watch his videos all the time. I haven't in a while.
Yeah, because now I know he's not a credible source. I like it when he comes up with ideas, because he has interesting ideas, but when he passes stuff off as fact, or close to it, he insinuates that it's going to happen, even though he's like, I'll take this with a grain of salt, and then he hammers it in like it's the truth, and then it gets picked up, and then it's not necessarily his fault, but it's kind of hurting it when he knows it. He knows that he's getting picked up by big news sources. He gets all these views. He makes money off of it. And there's all these tutorials. If you go online, how to be successful on YouTube. And it's like, shows you how to make clickbait titles and thumbnails and shit like that. And so it gets to those things that really ruin it. I mean, we're on Mike Zero's page right here.
Star Wars Episode 9, Knights of Ren. Potential spoilers.
So, we're not going to, watch through all his videos, but, so this one came out today, just a little bit ago, about probably an hour ago.
I see the opening is still the same.
Same opening, yeah. I don't know if he says the same stuff.
Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga that will bring a return.
Okay, and then first thing on the bottom, Star Wars Episode 9, Knights of Ren, ! Potential spoilers. So that's like, oh, it's a spoiler for what you're going to see because, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
Potential. It might happen.
We're already insinuating.
Of characters
Right.
Luke, Lando, and Leia. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future
That's
Star
always
Wars
the-
content. Now, as you all know, these
Yeah,
past
he
couple of
changes,
weeks we've been learning a
his
whole lot
complexion.
more about this final film
He
of the
still
sequel
has those
trilogy.
dead eyes.
The lighting's still really strange.
Yeah, in that background, I've been trying to figure out whether or not it's wood. It's actually wood, or if it's a green screen. Because I've seen pictures with him in front of a green screen before too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me change this over. Look at his eyes. He's just got crazy eyes.
He does.
That is being directed by J.J. Abrams right now. In fact, they are filming over in the Scottish Highlands and even over at Pondwood in the UK. Now, we've been going over all of the different shooting locations and different,
What is that
filming
music in the
locations that will
background, too? It's
take
kinda
place at some
creepy.
point in time in the future. They're looking at Italy and Sicily, etc. Now,
feel like it's,
looking
like,
at one of the
brainwashing me
things
or
here, this
something.
could very well point to us of having the Knights of Ren in Episode 9.
Okay, let's back up. Subscribe if you're new to...
See, future Star Wars content.
Yeah. So they're he's brainwashing through these videos for some reason. I don't know. I think it's ElseGate. ZeroGate?
ZeroGate, dude.
Something has to happen though. Honestly, this guy, I mean, again, I feel bad talking bad about him and making fun of him, but I like making fun of people for fun. Because we're mostly joking on most of a lot of stuff we say on the show.
A borderline comedy. It's more like a Star Wars shitty comedy podcast.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars podcast that's supposed to be funny, but it's not really.
But it's not funny.
Really funny.
Except to us.
Yeah, we think it's funny, but it's just like the titles. I found like the funniest part. It's like, oh, that's funny. No, like wait, wait for a half hour for the funny part. No, I think people like us.
I think the people that do listen like us.
Yeah.
But, anyways, back to Mike Zero.
The Knights of Ren conflicting his schedule a little bit with episode 9. So he's going to be shooting parts of 9 on and off as he's doing his other project. If you guys know about that other project, let me know in the comments. But looking at, and that's actually conflicting his martial arts experience. Now, there is talk, and I'm not quite sure if this is valid, but apparently Adam Driver is not going to be shooting this until the very first week of October, as we just explained, because he's actually working on another project right now, and that's actually conflicting his schedule a little bit with episode 9. So he's going to be shooting parts of 9 on and off as he's doing his other project. If you guys know about that other project, let me know in the comments. But looking at Adam Driver...
Let me know in the comments. It's just like... It's like there's an algorithm to this whole thing, to YouTubing.
I think there is.
And it's like you have to put in these little words and things.
Everybody says them too.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Smash that like button. I hate that one.
Smash it, dude.
Yeah. Go ahead. Smash that like button. It's rats outside.
Fuck that.
They won't come inside.
That was a big ass rat.
Yeah. They're big. I saw a big one a few times.
Jesus, are you sure that's not a cat?
It might be a cat.
That was a fucked up rat. I don't like that.
Wasn't that your job?
Yeah, dude, I hated rats. They're so creepy.
That's why you don't do it anymore.
And when the worst is like when you knew somebody had a shitload of rats and you just pop open the attic and they like whiz by your head. You'd be like, oh fuck. And you just have to crawl around in there with them.
That's so creepy.
It is, dude, because it's an attic. It's all fucking dark and you just hear little like, and they get close to you too.
That's so weird.
Yeah. You'll move your flashlight and you'll just see like a bunch of things dart. You're like, oh fuck. Yeah.
I mean, I've had some experience with rats before. I remember it was with a small group, the one with I don't know if you were there. With when he lived with Ethan, when Ethan lived with him.
I don't know. Probably not.
So we had like a small group and we went to help someone out. It was someone's mom or whatever had a fence that was falling, so we like helped her build a new fence in her backyard and then clean out this whole like huge wood pile behind a shed. And
rats.
We like moved one and we heard like all these like little squeaks, like a ton of squeaking. Like, oh shit, like there's a lot. And so we started moving him and then they started running out. And sad to say, we did a rat massacre.
Did you guys just step on them or what?
We stepped on them. We used shovels.
Oh shit.
We used other gardening equipment. Hammers. It was like...
That's pretty metal.
Yeah. I was stomping. I was literally stomping rats.
Rat stomp.
I feel really bad now, but there were so many of them that they were like taking over the entire neighborhood. Like if they all left, they would go to other people's houses.
Ugh.
Sometimes you gotta keep them in control. Dude, it was like it felt so bad though,
Yeah,
especially for like a Christian group.
it does feel bad
We're
every
doing
time.
something so evil because we are in a line, like, because it was like the side of like where there's like a gate to go outside to go to the front yard. So there's that gate, and then there's like that long side area, and then it opens up to the backyard.
Yeah.
And right across from it is that wood pile. So we are all lined up on the side of the house, and there's probably 5 of us, like with different tools. And one person would go and just move stuff, like move wood. And then you like go like run to the back or run to the side and just watch them all flood by.
How many rats are we talking about
Okay,
here?
I killed I personally killed 7 rats.
Oh my god.
Some of them were little. Like some
Yeah.
of them were like babies. I felt really bad about those babies. But we have a picture there where we put them all. We lined all of the corpses of the
I was gonna
rats.
say, did you guys have like a funeral pyre?
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. We didn't burn them. We just threw them in this big garbage container that was going to go to the dump. So I think that in total there was like maybe like 18 rats that we killed.
Wow.
Some of them were big. Most of them are a little bit smaller. I think it was like a smaller batch of them. Some that just came out of the oven.
A rat batch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, I was part of a rat massacre.
A ratsicker.
A ratsacre. Yeah, it was crazy. We're like in an assembly line of death. A decembly line.
An assembly line of death. That's what Mike Zero's videos are.
But okay, back to Mike Zero. Do you think, well, not just Mike Zero, but the clickbait, all this, well, I just want to go back to just the names of some of these and the pictures and everything. Darth Vader, exciting news, future of Star Wars and more. One just came out.
Damn, what the hell?
29
minutes ago. 4 hours, 7 hours, 9 hours, 11 hours.
So he's put out all of these in one day, and they already have thousands of views. Like the one that he just put out 29 minutes ago, it's 156 views already, and it's about Darth Nihilus.
I think this guy does this for a living.
Yeah, and I mean it is a job, like doing video production and doing YouTubes. There's like YouTube creators that make a lot of money, and they do a lot of work, and this is hard work doing the editing and everything. But
This many videos a day, yeah. Ugh.
but they're just empty of substance. There's no substance to them. It's just like,
Well, look at why, dude. 11 hours. Edits.
yeah,
Records another one. Edits. Records another one. Edits.
yeah.
That's wild, dude.
And then think about he's got to have a crazy computer
Yeah.
to have it just like render. But I mean, they're only 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, and he just gets all of these like little things out. I guess if we had ideas and theory crafted and we could put them out in 5-minute segments, people would might watch them. But we have a long conversation, which is interesting, I think.
Yeah, he does have some cool thumbnail pictures.
Yeah, he does, but he makes things like they're clickbaity. Definitely clickbaity.
Star Wars, Kylo Ren's death in Episode 9, the big debate. Star Wars, Episode 9 leaked details and potential spoilers with Kylo Ren on Mustafar, it looks like.
Yeah, with another, looks like another Sith or something like that, or dark
Star Wars Episode 9,
user.
Darth Vader, potential spoilers. And that thumbnail has Kylo Ren squaring up against Darth Vader.
Yeah, And does he like edit? He edits all of these too. I mean, he works hard,
Yeah.
but it's like McDonald's. Or no, let's back this up. It's Little Caesars versus your restaurant.
Well, thank you, Josh.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it was really good, by the way.
Good.
When I went, I ate my entire
What'd you get?
cheese Napolitano. Or
Okay.
Was it Napolitano? Napolitano?
Were you out there when everybody was there? I don't really remember. You were there before?
I was there before with Patrick, and then I saw Savannah across the street, and she was like, hey. And I was like, oh, what's up? I like waved to her, and she's like, hey, Stefan's right down the street. I was like, oh, cool. She's like, yeah, go to the wine bar. I'm like, all right. So that's when we went and found you.
Oh.
And then Patrick had to go back to Fullerton, so
Okay.
I took him back to his house, and then I went back, and that's when you were already working.
I was incredibly drunk.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yes.
That's a fun Stefan.
That's
an interesting Stefan.
I don't quite remember
Yeah, and
that night so well, but
and then after that, I continued with because I was talking to my friend Derek, that I was good friends with working at One Way because he's a skateboarder.
oh, and they went back to Delaney's.
Yeah, because that's his house too. He is
Derek,
the
that's his name.
boyfriend of Delaney.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody probably gives a shit about this.
Hey, if there's people that know us and listen to us, then
They might.
yeah, they might care. Okay?
They might give a heck.
They might just give a heck.
They might have one heck to give. So I say we start making Mike Zero videos. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you think would happen though? I've tried to get a hold of him before God damn it, I hate this microphone, cable. It's just the cable, really.
He won't make videos with us, dude. I've asked him.
Yeah, he won't message us back. I don't know if he's been on any podcasts. I don't think he will be. I think there might be something wrong with him.
I don't want to speculate about that. I think
all of his pictures on his Instagram are with his pug.
or their selfies.
Or they're just selfies. SELFY.
FY. Selfie.
Okay.
Selfie.
I feel like it's okay for us to shit on him because it's punching up, because he's getting 20,000 views on something he did yesterday. And that was one of like 7 videos that he put out yesterday. So all of that's monetized, and
this guy probably makes like 4K a month just making YouTube videos.
Actually, I think I can check.
Can you?
Yeah, I might be able to. Let me go to stats.
Stats.
Okay, he's got this many views in that amount of time. Dang it, there's a thing where I should be able to. Trending? Dang, 466.1 views per hour. Okay, usually there's a thing that pops up.
vidIQ. Yeah, isn't that what it is?
Yeah, there
Stats.
Okay, and these are like estimated, they're not exact. But let's see how much. Subscribers, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say the money amount. It used to.
Yeah, I think it used to.
What is it? Oh, maybe I just need... Maybe it's because I downgraded or something like that. vidIQ is pretty cool, though.
It is.
Controversial keywords. Whoa. Yeah, so we can see what tags he uses. It's kind of interesting. You don't need no tags. But look at that, like average daily subscribers, like new subscribers.
Subs in
100
the last 30 days. Yeah. Oh, average daily subs, 105. Whoa.
71.8 thousand average daily views.
That is pretty wild.
Yeah. So.
Damn, I know it used to say his income.
Yeah.
His estimated income. Video. Great. Overview. Huh. Weird.
Definitely used to do it.
It used to say who managed him and all kinds of stuff.
I'm wondering if that's in here.
Stats. About.
No. Stats. This is so interesting for the podcast listeners.
I know it's not like at all. Add competitor. Competitor channels.
Oh, so we can put ourselves up against him.
Oh God.
Let's see what happens here.
This is not going to go.
I love how we're not even like the top.
I know, like our channel with the exact name.
Yeah. Horrible. Okay, I just need this channel number. Let's do this. Add. What does this do?
I don't know. Competitor channels.
Oh, does it just show what we've posted?
I guess it's just showing all him.
The hell? I don't get this.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
understand it. Whatever. He makes a lot of money, I'll tell you that. He makes a lot of money off of very low content. Mike Zero X.
Black Pug versus Ducks.
Is this his personal account?
Oh my God. Mike. What is you doing?
He has
this pug that he really likes.
He has this like pool type thing in his backyard. It's just like a tarp with water in it and a bunch of leaves. There's ducks in it, and his little black pug
Is chasing those
is
ducks.
grunting at them.
Grunting.
Jump in, dude. They just like swerve.
Well,
Can we just watch all of his?
Mike Zero, Kylo Pug.
Oh, yes. Total solar eclipse reaction with footage.
Oh man, I don't know if I want to watch this.
A Goku fusion thing?
Oh my God. Turn it off. Turn it off now.
Oh my god. That looks like a Goku.
Damn, I look fat as fuck in that thumbnail. What the hell? Ugh.
Let's see what you... I think it's just like the shadowing. We need just better lighting, really.
Yeah.
That light's off. It's not even on.
Well,
The side light for you. Yeah. What was the next thing we're gonna look at?
well, we've gone an hour. Do you want to do one more thing?
We can do something quick. What do you got here?
Well, I wrote down what we want to see from a Mandalorian live action series to continue our thoughts on last week's main topic.
Yeah, and I did think about it. We also heard some more details that it's actually going to be 3 years after Return of the Jedi. Instead of 7. So it's a lot closer.
That is a lot closer.
And it's interesting because in Clone Wars, you get a more in-depth look of the different clans and the leaders of the clans and how their the system really works, kind of. In Rebels, you see Mandalore falling to the Empire and seeing the rift between the Empire and then the some of the clans in Mandalore. But you don't see full planet, you don't see like all of the clans come together against the Empire. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
But also, it's, at this point, you have no Empire. There's no one to serve anymore. Are the Mandalorians going to hunt down the Mandalorians who went to the Empire, after how much they did, like what they did to their planet?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I like it, though. I really like that this is happening, because a live action series of Mandalorians 3 years after Return of the Jedi, it's a perfect time for it to be in. It's very complex because you have the system of, it's kind of like, it's almost how like the Middle East is right now. You have the countries that are fighting against each other, but at the same time, you have these little clans and different organizations within, that. So they have different allegiances to different countries. And now one of those countries fell. So how do you figure out who's your enemy and who's your friend now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you imprison them? Do you have mercy on people? Do you just kill them all?
Interesting questions. I think that, they are a warrior culture.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that a united Mandalore would probably be my favorite outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And they can rebuild their military might and fight other forces. And what's funny about Mandalore is all the people look almost exactly the same that are on Mandalore. And
Stefan, that's racist.
Well, no, I was like, like on Earth, we have a diverse looking group of people, and it's just, I find it strange that on Mandalore it's like
a single race.
Yeah, like a single race.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
yeah.
You know what my idea for
I want it. I want to hear your idea.
A Mandalorian live action series is set 3 years after Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody's gonna hate me, but Boba Fett.
So Boba Fett goes to Mandalore.
Maybe he becomes Mandalore.
He could be the ruler of the entire planet.
And Mandalore's been out of the picture so far in the new, sequel trilogy, so.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we haven't heard from him. I don't know. And, what else I would like to see? Somehow, Snoke.
Well, there's a possibility for that. There's a real possibility because at a certain point, that's when Snoke is kind of slipping in. You know, he's starting to go through all of these different what do you call them? Like subordinates, I guess. He's killing people to get to the top.
Yes.
And then, you know, once he's at the top, like he has to work up from somewhere. And then we also have peace in the rest of the galaxy for the most part, except for cleaning up the Empire. But the one place that you don't have complete peace ever is Mandalore, because that's a war planet. There's all these divisions. That's the thing.
Just killing each other.
Yeah, they're just killing each other, and they look exactly the same, but they're divided into different clans.
You know what though? Tamura Morrison doesn't really look like any of the Mandalorians on Clone Wars. Did you notice that? Because in Clone Wars, really. They're all like, it looks like they're almost like German.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a little bit like German, almost Nordic, kind of. Like, you could say that a little bit.
So maybe there are different Mandalorian tribes. Maybe I'm just... That was what the main city of Mandalore, that I forget the name was.
Yeah.
Is just...
Or Jango was just, he was tan. I guess sometimes
he had black hair.
He takes off that suit. Yeah, he did have black hair, so you know, they are like a little bit kind of Scandinavian, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit I don't know. It could be multiple things. They're different. They're tad Eastern European.
Yeah.
But they don't have that, like, I don't know.
Maybe there's an island on Mandalore where Jango's from. He's like he's like the Hawaiian the Hawaiian man. I don't know, dude. I just think it's weird that they all look
the Chill clan.
Yeah, they all look the same in Clone Wars, because I was watching it today, and then all the clones and Jango and Boba, they don't look like that. They're different,
but they are one person.
Yeah, that's true. All those people that I just named.
They are literally one person. So they should look exactly the same.
Do clones have souls?
Ooh.
Are souls a thing?
Yeah, but okay, so let's say that souls are a thing. Oh, that's weird. So does the replacement of clones instead of like battle droids, which I don't know why they couldn't have used them. Why can't they just battle droids against battle droids? That would have been fine.
Yeah.
But they had to go through this whole process of like genetically enhancing humans.
So much work.
And training them for years. Making like, how much money did it cost? Did that program, the clone program, cost? Probably way more than just making sick battle droids. They could have made battle droids that look like clones.
They totally could have, too.
Like, they have all of this technology back then, but they just do the opposite. They're like, no.
Yeah, their reasoning was like that, like, real intelligent life could be better warriors than droids ever could, but like, were they?
And also, you care about each other, so there's that part. Yeah. It's like, humans tend to care about each other because of, or sentient beings, I guess, not just humans, but most sentient beings in the Star Wars universe, have feelings for each other and have that feeling of brotherhood, which is a strong thing, like in the military. That's the thing that really keeps you going for the most part, from what, friends have told me. It's not so much like about fighting the fight. It's about, supporting your brothers pretty much, supporting all the people around you. So I could see where humans would be a better idea than battle droids in that sense. For self-preservation.
Worth all of the death.
Yeah. So much death. And then after that, they just got turned. They would have been so much easier to turn them, like Order 66.
Yeah, you just hit the subroutine 66 button, and they go round.
Yeah. It's just like in Terminator, the big or not Terminator, RoboCop, the big like mech looking thing almost with the machine guns.
Yeah.
They brought in the new RoboCops. And they just have like huge ass machine guns. They're like, yeah, that's gonna work. They're gonna police the streets by shooting machine guns at people.
Necessary.
Very necessary. Did you watch the new RoboCop?
I did, but it was a long time ago. And I think I thought it was okay.
Yeah. It was neat.
Neat.
It was real neat. It was fun.
Well, I think that's probably a good place to end this week.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So goodbye from me and Josh and audibletrial.com, where you could go to StarWarsAfterHours.com and then go to audibletrial.com through our portal.
You can go a whole different way.
Or you could, we're 42 episodes deep, and still can't do an ad read.
Still don't know how it works.
Still don't know how it works.
So, I'll explain the Audible.
Okay.
For everyone who likes stories, but you don't really have the time to read, you can have someone read it for you with an audiobook. And the best place to find audiobooks is audible.com. There are thousands of audiobooks, and there are, I think, like 80 Star Wars novels on there, audiobooks.
Many.
There's like some of them have like different voices in them. There's some with music, sound effects, a bunch of stuff, and it's really cool. So it's cool like listening to the story, and they last longer, so you have a lot more development. There's all of the novelizations of the movies are all on audiobook. And Shakespearean versions of all of the movies are all on audiobook. So if you would like to get one of those for free and have a 30-day free trial, or any other audiobook that you want, go to Star Wars, or go to, wow, I can't even do it. audibletrial.com/Star Wars After Hours. Go through that, sign up, you'll get a free audiobook. And Thrawn Alliances just came out, so that should be a good one. I just downloaded it. I haven't started it yet.
Yes, Thrawn Aliens. Go listen to it.
Alien Thrawns. Blue-faced man. Okay, and then we have...
I won't continue.
No, go.
Yes, no.
mycomicshop.com. They have a bunch of comics and cool stuff like that. Go to our website, StarWarsAfterHours.com. Click on the banner, make your purchase, and they will give us a little reward for telling you that they exist. Also, just go to StarWarsAfterHours.com for a bunch of other stuff too, and like links for YouTube and SoundCloud and
Lots of links.
all that. Just so many links. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this. Instagram.
Tell your mom
Star Wars
about
After
us.
Hours. Tell all of your moms about it. If you have more than one, then do it. And I'm not even talking about lesbian marriage. You know what I'm talking about?
Just all the moms.
That polygamy.
That polygamy.
So everyone that lives in a polygamous household, tell every single one of your sister mothers or whatever to listen to Star Wars After Hours. And also, we have a side show called The Cool Shit Show. Stefan, tell us what that is.
Well, Josh, if you like cool shit like I do, then you would like our show. Well, we have a lot of things to say. And the cool shit show is about all the cool shit that we can't talk about when we're restricted to just being a Star Wars podcast. So we talk a lot about dinosaurs. That's been a running theme. Cursed images, a very strange side of the internet, designed to make you feel uncomfortable. If you like cryptids, we didn't go too in depth, but we did talk about those a little bit today. We make fun of the media. We make fun of people on Twitter. And I don't know. It's a good time. We talk about theme parks a lot. If you want to hear our ESPN land concept, which is probably my favorite segment so far.
Yeah.
We were both busting up. Go check out the last week's episode Spaghetti Feed, I think it's called.
Yeah, something like that. It's episode 3.
It's going to be on our regular feed for maybe a few more episodes, and then probably not.
And then, do you know what's happening?
Patreon exclusive.
It's going Patreon exclusive.
Exclusive. That's a really fun show, so it's going to be sucky if you don't get it.
Yeah, and you know what? How you get this exclusive show? You pay $3 a month on Patreon to help us out, and you get 4 extra shows a month. You get even more extra random shows. You get giveaways. There's other cool stuff. There's a bunch of things that you might receive in the future for being a Cantina Scum
member.
Scum member.
Scum guy. One Cantina Scummy boy.
The scummy boys. Yeah, become one of them. Pay $3. That's like nothing. $3 a month. You drop that amount of money every month. You know that.
You lose it in your car.
In change, or even imagine how many times you added avocado to something. That's like $3 right there.
It is.
Cut the avocado for one day. Support us. So, 4 episodes of Star Wars After Hours, ad free if you're on Patreon. So you don't have to listen to all of this stuff.
Win, win, win.
Yeah, and then all the cool shit shows are on there too. So that's 4 a month also. 8 episodes, ad-free, patreon.com, $3 a month. Help us, because we need it.
Thanks.
Okay, until...
And with that, I bid you Favreau.
Favreau? Favreau.
What's our dudeback's name again? Isn't it Jeffrey?
Jeffrey
Jeffrey and Todd.
Yeah, thanks Jeffrey, thanks Todd.
What's going on?